Hey, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing an electric fan on my Jeep. The other one a couple weeks ago, I was working on it with my father-in-law and it shorted out. So no electric fan means potential overheating, means death. So tomorrow I'm going jeeping with my brother-in-law up in Idaho Springs. Gonna try out a new trail that we've never gone on before, so that'll be fun. But I do not want it to overheat because it's supposed to be pretty warm. Today it's probably about 75 degrees. I was running around town and noticing the temp gauge coming up a little bit, and just don't want that out on the trail. So supposedly this is just a couple of bolts, but I'll find out here shortly. Hopefully it doesn't short out again. Gotta figure out why it's shorting out. That'd really blow. But there's no way to know until you put the new one in and you test it, because this one's dead. And this is being a real booger. Ta-da! Maybe. And there. Plug it. Should just pop right out here, boys and girls. The old electric fan. There it is. A little noisy too. I'll just throw that up there. And we got the new one here. Let's see. This, like so. This is the mailman.
Yeah, I like that tent the other day.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
How much did it run you?
It's like $1,500.
That's not bad. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's super nice. And when it's all zipped up and closed, it's pitch black. You could set it up right now. When you close all the doors and windows, it's pitch black, like dark as night. Yeah, it's super warm.
That's worth it, Dan.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
The other day I was hoping I'd get by before you took it down.
Take care. Funny story about my mailman. He's been the mailman. I'm at my parents' house, by the way. He's been my parents' mailman for years, as long as I can remember. My basketball rolled down the street, down there. They live at the top of the hill. Basketballs rolled down the street, and so he was coming by. I was just a little kid. He's coming by in his little mail truck, and the ball had just rolled down the street, and so I straight up asked him if he would go get my ball for me. And he went down. I just lost something. He went down the street, picked up the basketball, brought it back, and I was like, oh wait, that's the wrong ball. That's the wrong basketball. Did you hear that? So he left, back down the street again, and once again brought another ball back, and I was like, yeah, that's my ball, thank you, and then carried on with his day. And he remembered it. The other day I was talking to him, and we're just going back and forth about it, and it was pretty funny. And cool dude. Little story about the mailman. So apparently he was digging on the rooftop tent the other day. I was here and set up the tent for my little niece and nephew to play in. And so that was fun. They get a kick out of it. I know some people that have these Jeeps are gonna watch this video and see me struggle, but it really wasn't that hard. I mean, this took all of 5 minutes with a interruption from the mailman. So not bad at all. Really simple to do an electric fan. Basically it's just 2 little tabs at the bottom, and then the 2 screws at the top. One of them has your radiator hose attached to it, and you just unbolt and bolt, and that's all it took. So now, as long as it doesn't short out, it'll be in good shape. I honestly think I'm the one that shorted it out, because I was testing it and somebody hardwired it to a ignition. So once the ignition is on, then the electric fan kicks on and it just stays on. So it never shuts off until the ignition is shut off. So I was testing it out to try to get that fixed to where it wasn't going to turn on all the time, and I could just, it would just be like a stock wire job. And so I was changing it all around and everything, and next thing I know, it was dead. Now I'm terrified to plug it in because I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna go grab some electrical tape, tape this up and plug it in, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll be right back. Alright, I just went around this one connector. I don't even know if you guys can see that or not, but just a little connector, and I just went around it with some tape. Nothing fancy. Take you guys along with me here. Now we'll go and check. The fan is not on. Let's go start the AC. I think I just heard it kick on. Hey! It's going. I don't know if you can see it, but it's going. Electric fan. Boom. Nice and cool AC. Wow, that was too easy. This is literally the easiest job I've ever done on this Jeep. Alrighty, a lot of leaf blowers in the neighborhood interrupted my what once was good audio for being outside. But anywho, this is me explaining to you that I am ripping out some of this aftermarket home wire job that wired the auxiliary electric fan to come on when the ignition was on for it to always be hot. I'm taking loose that ground nut that I just pointed to right here, and look at that. It's a fork connector. I spent about 5 minutes turning that wrench right there very slightly, and could have pulled on that a long time ago. So I go on to explain that I hate working in tight spaces. Here I'm preparing to pull that wire through the firewall, and I get out just to tell you how much I hate it when there's weight on my feet in bed, like a pillow or a blanket, something like that, and it makes me want to run, and I get claustrophobic, and I just say I hate it about a billion times. So I spared you from that one. You're welcome. I'm just getting this wire pulled through around some of the clips there to pull it through the firewall. You can see me working on it there, and I'm gonna go run inside the Jeep and pull it through. Check that out. Kind of nice. So I throw it on the ground in celebratory motion. I was excited to get that out of there because now I have a factory wiring job, which I was excited about. And I shook a wrench in your face. Now I'm just going on about Jeep stuff. I am talking about this tire carrier that my brother-in-law found for me on a Craigslist deal. And it's nice. It's working for the time being, but it's not exactly what I wanted. I have a rigged supply tire carrier coming. It's on order. I guess they're producing it, manufacturing it, whatever you want to call it. I'm just explaining to you here that this latch folds down, that pin pulls out, and the tire falls to the ground. Then you got to pick it back up, and it gets heavy after 2 or 3 times that you're doing it, going in and out of the trunk, groceries, stuff like that. It's just not the best. Swinging one would be a whole lot nicer. So basically, guys, this is the end of the video. I go on about who knows what, and thanks so much for subscribing, watching this. Please like it, please subscribe, and hopefully I can keep up with this nonsense so you guys can be entertained.
Till next time, see ya.